Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today is October the 26th. It is Wednesday morning and the session is now open. It is about 5 minutes, well, about 8 minutes now, and the New York session is open. But today I'm going to be using the scalping strategy that I use each and every day to try to profit in the market here on the E-mini S&P 500. So yes, I'm a scalper by heart. That's the way I trade each and every day. So I'm going to be using a simple scalping strategy to see in my trading to see, what we can actually profit. And this is the same strategy I use each and every day when I'm trading, guys. So I always like to use a top-down approach, meaning I'm looking at the higher time frame to kind of get an idea or a basis upon what direction to actually trade, okay? And look at the market. Of course, we can see we were bearish for a period of time, and then we started, making this channel to the upside. Started breaking through major areas of structure, like this major swing to the downside right here. So price broke that major area of resistance right there, broke this area of resistance right here yesterday, and now it's in this area right here where it rejected yesterday towards the close of the session yesterday. So we haven't broke through this area of structure here yet, right here, the swing right here, but we broke here, we took out this area here as well, and this was a major area of structure right here. This big swing right here, so it broke that. So you can see we've been swinging to the upside, making a high, higher lows, high, higher lows, high, higher lows, and breaking higher, okay? So my bias right now is kind of to the upside, more so because we are very, we've been bullish the last few weeks now. And until we break some major areas of structure beneath us, I really am more so looking for opportunities to go long. I mean, we're really going to have to break through some major areas for me to really want to, entertain the opportunity to go short going forward. But right now, my bias is kind of long because of the structure of the market in this sense, okay? And looking at into the overnight hours, we actually pulled back and we bounced off of some areas of support. And it's right now we're just kind of moving sideways. If you look at the 60 range chart, we do have an area of supply sitting above us, sitting in this area up here from where price kind of in yesterday's session made a high here, pulled back, broke higher, and then it broke structure right here to the downside, broke through this area of support. But it could pull back, tap into that area somewhere between, I don't know, 64 to 68, 69, somewhere right there. That's off the higher time frame, but there is a little smaller. There isn't, not small, but there's an area of supply here where some aggressive selling took place on the move to the downside, breaking structure, okay? Or breaking through an area of support as well. So anyways, I'm kind of looking for longs in a sense. We could be entertaining shorts if price gets back up in this area here. But just look at the structure of the market. I would be looking, when I scale down to my lower time frames, to see if we can possibly get into an area to actually look for longs if price kind of starts moving, moving lower. Now, again, we start breaking some major areas of structure to the downside, which may not happen today, I'm sure. But if we do for any reason, then my bias would change to start looking for, from long entries to short entries. But we broke, like I said, some pretty significant areas of structure, like right here and over here. So we've been pushing to the upside, I say. Okay. So let's scale down now and take a look. I'll mark this small area of supply off on the 60 range. This area right here, I'll mark it off. Maybe we'll get a little, we're almost tapped into it, if you can see, to be honest with you. I mean, it's actually, let me move just a little bit further up. To the tick, we haven't tapped into it, but we're just probably off the 60 range a few points, maybe a point or two away from it. So let's go down to our to our 12 range now and see if what's setting up possibly on the 4 range as well, okay? I mean, the 12 range, okay? Now on the 12 range, that area of demand that I had marked on the 60 range is sitting back up in this area right here. So if price pull back to this area here, maybe a possibility to look for a short entry. But on the 12 range, you scale down and you're looking to mark supply and demand zones, because that's the way I trade as a scalper. You can look for kind of a bi-directional type standpoint, because there could be plenty of opportunities where you can have supply and demand zones, because you're looking at a lower time frame. And the 12 range will kick off a lot of opportunities, in regards to both supply and demand as it's moving, because of just how it swings, whatever the case is. But looking at the overall bigger picture of structure on the 60 range, if you follow in the direction of the market and be looking for pullbacks to go long, then you'll be probably, definitely okay to be set yourself up to move in the right direction. But again, like I said, we do have an area of supply above us. Even with that said, on the 60 range, we're sitting back up in this area. So if price moves back up to this area right here on the 12 range, we're tapping into that area of supply on the 60 range as well. So be mindful of that as well. Okay. Well, right now we're moving sideways here. I mean, price pushed up yesterday, made this high here, made this low here into the overnight session, and just traded within his leg now, moving sideways price action. Yesterday was kind of tough as well, a little difficult because price kind of bounced around and moved sideways as well until we got to about 1 o'clock yesterday. Then we kind of, maybe a little bit before that, maybe around 12:30 and into 1 o'clock, and then we started getting some decent price action. So we'll see what happens today, and we'll go forward from there. Very late on my entry here. This wasn't actually a long opportunity, so I'm going to try to take this opportunity here. But yeah, I'm gonna take this trade. I'm gonna stay into it. I think we're going to push a little higher here. So I got into the trade too late. We'll see what happens. Trying to follow price action here. It could actually push higher than that and push back and test this high right here. There's liquidity resting right here at the top end of this swing. So hopefully we get a move there. But I believe I bought into this too late. Let's see. We'll wait it out and see what happens. Come on, baby. Push up. Come on. Will I get filled here? Hopefully I do. Move my stop down 1 tick. I'm just trying to get... Look at that. Bring my last contract down 1. Look at that. Hit it to the tick and bounced off. It's not wanting to fill my last contract. Look at that. To the tick again. Yeah, this bounce that's killing me. All right, come on. Look at that. There we go. Okay, we got filled. It may run back up to the top here. I don't like this bouncing back and forth. When I see candles like that, but price is not kind of just pushing right through, then I'll go ahead and get out because I don't know. Sometimes price, there it goes. I mentioned it's probably going to push higher, but I got a little late here. That's fine. But this was basically a pullback to a small area of demand resting right here on the 12 range chart. So price rejected it and it pushed back up to, like I said, back up to the high right here. There's liquidity resting right here. Definitely back at the upside of this swing right here. So there's liquidity resting on the back end at this area of resistance sitting there. So price did its thing and pushed up. I should have stayed in the trade, but I saw that bouncing around and just took what I could get and got out. But it's okay. There'll be other setups. But in a market like this where we see the market moving sideways, it might be a little tough today. So we'll see. So I'm up 20 ticks right now because I took a trade, including the last trade I just took. I took a trade here long pre-session. Quick little scalp long here around 8:05 this morning. So I'm up just 20 ticks right now. I'll show you guys. Okay, last trade I picked up 10 ticks right there. So all right, we'll keep it moving and see what happens. Keep it going. But we're moving sideways right now, so be careful. Just be very careful here. But you have to, if you're a scalper, that's what you do. You look for rejections at areas of supply or demand. And I mentioned, looking at the higher time frame, my direction is looking more so to go long. But we do have that area, like I mentioned before, supply resting right here at the top here. We're off the higher time frame. So if we get back there, we reject that area, there's going to be a strong possibility to look for a short entry, okay? But looking at market structure, I'd say the opportunities are going to be swinging to the upside, taking longs at this moment. I'm not sure if you guys can really see this neither, but we have a gap right here, a little gap right here. Price is trying to fill that little gap between that red and that purple line. It's like area to fill, pretty much a gap there. So price comes back down and taps into this gap, then there could be a possibility the price may turn back around and push up. So and these are basically orders that where the banks and institutions were trying to fill orders. Lots of them got filled, still some there. So buyers are going to be looking probably for the opportunity. The price gets back and fills this gap, possibly go long. But what I'm trying to say is, do not take. I'm not taking it to trade. I'm looking to take a trade off of the higher time frame. I'm just looking at the area of this gap here that price left behind when it pushed up to the upside, and maybe trying to fill this area at some point to get back down to around 38.21, maybe a little lower, and then it may turn back around and start pushing back up to the upside. So that's kind of what I'm looking for as well. So we'll see what happens. But you can see the sideways price action going on right now, no doubt about it, even on the higher time frame. So this may be a difficult, tough day. Okay. Yeah, so price kind of moving sideways, got down here, and it just took off. I believe, let me check on something right quick and see what happened here. Yeah, we must have received a bit of news and the market jumped real quick. The only thing I saw on the economic calendar was the new home sales news that was released at 10 this morning, so that may have kind of had some influence on the market, I'm sure. But anyways, let's see. Okay. All right. Market did. Let's see. Let's broke some structure here to the here. So it was a high right here. On the move back down, price pushed up, broke structure here, as well as it. Let's see. What else did it do? Trying to pay attention now what's going on here, because these could be some areas where price could possibly. I'm going long. Oh, come on, baby. Trying to take a long opportunity here. Trying to go long here. Come on. They could get back to these highs right here and bounce though, so I need to be careful. Looking for the break here and put the push higher, but this was an area. There we go. First contract's filled. I think it's going to push a little higher here. Come on. Don't do that. There we go. All right. I was looking for that. Okay. What I saw there was price on the move to the downside here. Okay. You can see it here. It's swinging to the downside here. Made a low, pull back. It actually made a high here, taking out structure right here though. Okay. So take a look what happened here. Price made a high here prior to, made a low, broke structure right here to the upside, okay? Then it came back and broke the structure here to the bottom right here, the support area here, turns back around, breaks higher, okay? Breaks higher, taking out structure right here at 54 or whatever the case is, and then these are leaving behind some areas of the demand behind. So let's pull back right here. Price, excuse me. There's a small area of demand sitting right here. You can see it here, a little sideways zipper right here. You can see the aggressive buying that took place in this area with all that green candles. So price returning back to it, rejected that area, kind of moved sideways, and then took off. I knew it was going to bounce right here when it got to this area at least, or pause that. So my entry long was a little bit late, but needless to say, it was still correct. Okay, so another long entry there. So far, I'm actually up 63 ticks I share with you guys right now, okay? And there was one trade that I didn't actually hit the record button on. I thought I had the record going, but regardless, it doesn't matter. I'll show it to you right now. It was right here when price pulled back here, continued pulling back here. There was at this area of demand sitting here at the bottom here. I waited, saw the rejection, took the break of the candle here, and the market went up. But it was kind of very, I guess, scary in a sense too, because by the time I entered that trade, the market just blasted to the upside here, but it was a pullback to an area of demand. But the market got very volatile there for a few moments, and in the moment, for some reason, the moment I took that trade there, right at the close of 41, the market just took off to the upside. Okay, so I guess I was able to capitalize on that, and I really didn't pay close attention to. I guess there was some medium level news or whatever the case is, which was the new home sale news that kind of came out, and I guess it did kind of drive the market for a few moments or whatever the case is, pushing the market to the upside. Okay, so the projection, well, not the projection, but the actual, let's see here. The actual home sale numbers came out a little bit better than what was, I guess, forecasted and projected in a sense. So maybe that had something to do with pushing the market. The market moving pretty quick right at 10 o'clock. But either way, I got into that trade there. Area demand, rejected, break a candle, went long. Okay, so now I'm up 63 right now. And I think I'm going to probably pause or halt right now. I may try to trade in the afternoon. I'm gonna take a look at the market right now. I'm kind of satisfied where I'm at right now, and going to wait to see what the market actually does moving forward. Again, like I mentioned, we have supply sitting up here around 70. Okay, so be mindful of that. Somewhere between 68 and 70, I'm going to say. Okay, so again, I'm up 63 ticks right now on the ES futures, and that's just basically scalping. Okay, looking for supply and demand zones. That's all I do. And I have a simple strategy I use once price gets back to that area. And what I'm basically doing right now is I'm looking for supply and demand zones off of the 12 range chart, which is my lower time frame chart, not my highest time frame chart, but more so my go-to anchor / entry chart. So that's what I'm trading off of, and marking levels or areas or whatever the case is. That area of demand that I talked about where I took that trade, and where it wasn't recorded, it was in this area right here. I show you right here. Okay, you can see price blasted off there after creating that area demand. Aggressive buying came out of the area, price pulls back to it, wait for the rejection, go long. So that's what I did. Okay. Yeah. Now we're tapping into that area of supply, and if we're tapping into an area of supply off the higher time frame, it could be, for me, it's my 60 range chart. It could be a 60-minute chart for you, which is a 1 hour chart. I would say don't be trying to trade against the grain. Be looking to take short entries if you're in the direction of the higher time frame. Okay, so we're tapping into that zone. I would not be taking long entries at that area, because you are moving against the direction of the market. Understand that. But I also want to take the time right now and stop as well, because I traded for 30 minutes. I accumulated 63 ticks. I'm gonna stop my trading for right now unless I see something else unfold later on. But I'm gonna take a break right now. But I do want to talk about the Discord community that we actually have, and it is for future traders. So as long as you trade in future markets, you can come join us. It's free of charge. You can find the link down in the description portion of the video. You may say, well, what is it for? Well, it's for you, as anyone who's a futures trader. There's a couple of channels on there. One general, which is titled General Chat. You can talk about anything that you want to talk about, as long as it pertains to the future markets. Okay, meaning whether it's prop firms that you may have information about you want to share with fellow future traders, strategies. You may have a question about something. Go to the General Chat channel on the server, and you can ask those questions. Somebody will answer, guys. I'm on there as well. So if I don't answer you, someone may have a good answer and respond as well to you. The Trading Floor is another channel we have, and primarily that is strictly only for traders that are actually trading during the session, sharing of information, meaning their levels or zones of interest that they're actually trading from or interested in. So we post, maybe, I get on there and I post and talk about supply areas or demand zones I'm looking to trade from, or whatever the case is. There's other traders on there, future traders, that share the same information. So again, we talk about and share our zones and our levels. Traders share their entry points, and we're there to kind of help one another in a sense. And it is a way for traders to actually, I guess, learn at the same time. So if you're interested in joining the channel, all you have to do is click on or find the link down in the description portion of the video for the Discord server, and invite yourself in. It's free. Okay, we have about 500. No, we actually have over 500 members now in the community. So that must say something in itself. And Not everybody trades supply may have the same style I trade, so you may pick up on something else that someone else may share. So again, it's free. Find the link down in the description portion of the video if you want to join our server, our great community, and we welcome you in. But right now, I'm gonna take a break, guys. I'll probably go ahead and wrap this video up here, unless I see something kick off for the next couple of minutes here. I'll probably just, like I said, go ahead and wrap it up and get this posted to you guys, which you're probably already watching it now. But okay,